to understand? Because you following something that don't make no sense.
Yep.
That understanding don't make no sense.
That's right.
It contradicts the scriptures. But what did it say in 1 Corinthians 14:33? And he's not the author of confusion. It's going to all make sense. The manifest word is going to be clear. It's going to be a direct path and clear to what's going on. You're going to see it unfold directly. It ain't going to take the veer off to the left, or it's going to go in a cloud going past it, and it's going to something that we don't know happens. You're going to be able to see directly what happens.
That's right. That's right, man.
It's that simple, man. It's really that simple.
Hey, but if the gospel be hid, it's hid to them that are lost, man.
Yeah.
It's meant for y'all niggas to not understand this, man. You know, and when that, and like we said earlier, when that prophecy make itself manifest, when everybody got to take that chip, let's see what side you niggas gonna be on, man.
Yeah.
Let's see you teach that the chip is not the mark when that finally gets pushed on everybody, man. Let's see what you gonna say to your congregation.
Back in Revelation 14, verse 10, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation.
Yep.
And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb.
Yep.
And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever.
Man. But this is not talking about all the other nations, man. It's gonna be certain parts of the world outside of Babylon that's gonna get hit with missiles and be destroyed. But America is gonna be bombarded with the missiles, man.
Right.
It's gonna be so many missiles that the smoke is gonna be going up for ages, man. You're gonna be able to see it from other continents. The smoke still going up. We're gonna be in the process of the kingdom being built back up while that smoke is still ascending.
I think there was a picture from NASA, if I remember right, when the towers
When
fell.
9/11,
9/11 happened. You can see the dust and smoke going up into space from on the Earth, from space, from satellites to space.
God.
So
Hey,
imagine missiles.
I went to New York a month after that shit went down. I went down there, and this was like when they were still getting people from under the rubble, and you saw like dirt and dust everywhere, man. You still saw smoke in the. It was like mist in the air, man, from the smoke. And this was a whole month later. This shit was still going up, man.
Imagine fire.
So imagine imagine when the missiles hit, when the nuclear destruction happens, man.
Hey, you can see it when in California when there's those brush fires.
Uh-huh.
So imagine when the whole continent, not just certain mountainous areas of California, but the whole continent is lit up.
Yep.
I'll play this a little more. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night. Who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name.
That's right, man. So pretty much, if you take the mark of the beast and you here on the shores of America, there's no way out for you, man. You're just gonna be left here. You're gonna be left behind. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna burn in that fiery furnace, man. The literal furnace. All right. America's gonna be one big fireplace, man.
It's funny you said that.
It's gonna be the ultimate fireplace.
This is the logs and the matches.
Yeah, exactly. The logs and the matches that you need to start that fire. It's gonna be the ultimate ICBM missile, shut off from Russia, from China, Iran, so on and so forth, man. All right. And them other nations that was cool, that was down with America, they gonna be getting to shoot on America. All right. And then after they shoot, they gonna realize what they just did, and they're gonna realize, damn, we actually got rich off of that country. That's why they're gonna mourn about that, man. Like, damn, that place had it coming, but shit, where's our, where's our, America was our biggest consumers. You know, that's why everything in America ain't made in America.
Nothing's made.
You know.
export nothing.
Get what's that? In Revelation 20 now? Revelation 20 and 4.
Revelation chapter 20, verse 4.
Hey, and to show how Johannes men are just a bunch of just unstable creatures. Years ago, they was teaching that the mark was sleeping with white women. So it's like, you remember that? Like years ago, it was sleeping with the white woman. Then it was embargo Christianity, which now they saying that's what they're saying again. You know, but every year you switch that doctrine up. It's never consistent. We never changed it, man.
Once the revelation of the truth of it came out, man, that was it.
That was it, man.
Which I'm not going to speak on because I wasn't there to know who brought that prophecy out. And I don't remember what the apostle said about who brought it out.
Right. But we know through the Spirit, it's gotta be the actual, it's the truth. It gotta be. You know?
There's evidence for it not to be.
And it seemed like we always gotta go deep. And no matter how deep we go, you niggas ain't gonna understand it, man. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's simple to the ones that are wise, but unto the foolish, man, there's nothing we can do to get through to you, man. Get that in Revelation 20.
Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh. That's a whole other something, his name. Whatever. For the witness of Yahweh, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh 1,000 years.
All right, but I thought only nations could receive the mark, not people. Men, I thought just the nations. That pertains to nations as a whole. I thought that was talking about. I thought only nations could receive the mark. But this is saying that this is right. But this is actually saying that actual men that were of the elect of the nation of Israel, they got beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and they didn't worship the image, nor did they receive the mark. That scripture alone cuts your whole doctrine, man. Your whole way of breaking that whole thing down. You guys confuse yourselves. You confuse yourselves in your own doctrines. That's why it's never consistent. You guys are stagnant, man. You niggas don't have one answer, man. You all don't speak the same thing.
Scripture tell you to speak the same thing. Be the same God.
You know? Now, you know what? Read that scripture again and then place the word chip there instead of mark.
Chip?
Yeah, just say chip.
It says,
and you'll see how it sounds, it makes a lot more sense.
Right.
You know?
Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither the chip, neither the image, neither had received his chip in their foreheads or in their hands.
Salak. Come. Read it louder.
Come. It says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, and for the word of Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his chip in their forehead or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahweh Shai 1,000 years.
Now, doesn't that sound a lot more, just by extrapolation, man? Doesn't that seem more reasonable? That's what it could be talking about?
That sounds a lot more austere and straightforward, man.
You know? That makes a lot more sense. If you tell the average person, you read that scripture verbatim and you replace the word mark with philosophy or Christianity, they will look at you with like you got, you know, like you got 8 heads on your neck, man. You know?
Shalakia, can you insert an embargo in your hand?
No, you can't.
Right.
You can't stamp.
Christianity on your hand or your forehead.
Right. You can't imprint an embargo on yourself.
Right.
That don't make that's
Was that a tattoo?
right.
Still a good body.
You know, so that's you know, like I said, man, you niggas that's teaching that, man, you responsible for the blood that all the people that's gonna be destroyed, you accounted for their blood, man.
Yeah, the ones that believe that shit for 10 minutes.
You know?
That they get right, you know, with the real truth of the matter, that's gonna die because of that, that follows you. All that blood is on your hands.
Yep. Straight up, man. You know?
What after that? Back to second evidence?
Yeah, go back to that.
I'm gonna read up.
Yeah, we're in the time of the Lord's visitation, man. All right? We just went into one of the signs that the Lord gave to let you know that he was going to be making his visitation on the planet Earth. The chip, the mark of the beast, which this devil is going to allow, he's going to push it on you people, and a lot of you are going to take it. All right? That's just one thing.
I'm gonna start back up at, I'm gonna start at 2. Verse 2 of 2 Ezra 9 and 2. Then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time, and the reason why I'm reading that again, because see that this is actually out there. There's real images of this really going on. This is a sign of these end days, of these last days.
Yep.
That this is really going on.
Yep.
That's why we brought this out.
Yeah, because that didn't exist 100 years ago, 200 years ago, 300 years ago. During the time this was written, come on, man.
That wasn't going on.
Now we starting to see it. You know? Now we starting to see it. That lets you know. It wasn't time for back when John the Revelator received that revelation. We have to wait upon that prophecy.
It says, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Yep.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right.
For like as all is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
Yep.
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders. This is it right here. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
Yep. Hey, like another thing that you know, and the spirit been you know on the Akim to start bringing it out about the so-called UFOs, man, the chariots of Yasha Allah. That's another sign that the Lord's been leaving to our people, man. When you see those bright objects in the sky, man, and they don't look like, and they don't move like planes, you gotta understand, you gotta know, man, that's not something from this earth. That's something divine. That's something heavenly, man. What the Lord is doing those things to alert you. He's giving you a sign. He's making you wonder, like, wow, what's going on when we seeing those type of objects in the sky, and we understand when we see those things that they're not